I just started realizing what electrolytes were. Like I didn't even realize like you get miserable when you don't have electrolyte.
Not only that, like your body, like the importance of just eating healthy in general. So like outside of camp, like I typically eat pretty good anyway. I stay in shape too, but like just this past week, I got down to 154. I was working outside a couple days, like doing some side work. I've been laid off. Took a layoff for this fight camp, and I got down to 154, and I'm going to a graduation party on Saturday with my girlfriend. One of her like best friends graduated nursing school. I'm like, all right, I'm 154. I'm well over a week out from the hard weight cut week. You know what I mean? This is my last hard week of training. So I'm like, fuck it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Her aunt makes like really good homemade strawberry shortcake. Had some of that. Not a homemade brownie. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Had, baked ziti, chicken parm.
You picked out.
I woke up Sunday morning. I went from 154 to 160.
Holy shit. Really?
Yeah. And then I was like, ooh, damn, my girlfriend's busting my balls. You know
How long does that take to come off?
So from Sunday to now, today, I was 156 when I woke up.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
You got 11 pounds to go?
Yeah. Well, I get a pound allowance, so I could be 146, but yeah.
Dude, you look like you have 0% body fat.
I don't.
Like you look great, dude. You look lean.
Yeah. But like I said, that comes off from just water weight and, salt, sodium, water retention. So once you cut all that out, and you don't have any carbs. Like I'm still eating a decent amount of carbs because I'm training hard this week. Next week I'll just be going through the motions. But that shit will come off,
10 pounds just like that in a week?
Yeah.
I'm going to do it.
That's when you see these pictures of these guys going for these weigh-ins, like their faces are all sucked in. Some guys at the pro level, like I said, if I were to go pro, like realistically, my body size and everything, I would probably have to be 135 to be in somewhat like the competition pool because I'm sure I could be fine at 45, but it's just like Ilia Topuria.
No.
He's like the rising star in UFC right now. He's knocking everybody out, but he fought at 145. And got the belt, defended it, and then he moved up to 155. And he's like, because he normally walks around at like 180 something. Like,
oh my God.
Holy shit. Yeah. And he's like, this was an easier weight cut for me. 5 days out from his weigh-in at 55, he was like still 170, 175.
Oh my God.
Like,
what do they do? How do you do it?
I don't know. Like that.
Is that like you gotta wear sweat bags?
Oh yeah, you're in the sauna.
Spitting?
Yeah, you're in the sauna, and then so the water load process that I was referring to earlier too. Like that's so that for me that'll start probably Sunday. My weigh-ins are Friday at 6 p.m. So Sunday I'll drink like 2 gallons of water. Then Monday maybe it's 1.5 gallons. Tuesday it's like 1 gallon. Wednesday it's a 0.5 gallon. Thursday you're sipping. You would like to get less than 0.5 gallon of water, and then 24 hours before your weigh-in time. So by 6 p.m. Thursday, I'm having no more food and no more water. And the next 24, and you should be close to your weight. And then you wake up, if you still have 2 or 3 pounds to go, you sit in the sauna and sweat it out. And then you head down the weigh-ins.
Oh my God. That's brutal.
Then there's a whole there's science behind after weigh-ins too. You think, oh, you just get off the scale, I'm going to go start eating shit, right? You got to rehydrate. There's like a certain percentage. There's this guy from New Zealand on Instagram. He's the fight dietitian, and he's with like Israel Adesanya, Alex Volkanovski. Like he's like top notch. He's one of their head dietitian guys, and he has them do a certain percentage to get their body levels back with water and hydration. So if you're 145 stepping off the scale, he doesn't let you eat food until you're like 151.
Wow.
Yeah.
What's that supposed to do for you?
So you don't like over bloat. You feel like real sluggish or get cramps or something like that. Like
so he wants you to just fill up on water?
Yeah, because you don't have any electrolytes or
and
sodium.
Your body will add that much water weight?
Oh yeah.
That quickly?
That's the whole point of the whole water load process. You activate this hormone that makes you pee a lot earlier in the week, and then you cut out all the water, and you're just pissing like a racehorse, but you don't have any more water or sodium in you at all. Then
so you're tricking your body somehow.
Oh yeah.
What do you trick? Like how? What makes you pee?
I don't know. I don't know. I'm not, it's some kind of hormone you do when you drink a lot of water, and it activates it, and then you cut it out. So then you still keep pissing and pissing and pissing.
Do you use ChatGPT at all for like any of your diet or
no?
nutrition?
I just coming up. Like I've been doing this shit for like 7-8 years. So the coaches that I've been with and been around, and they've had multiple. They've probably have like 200 fighters that they've put in through these processes. So it's like a tried and true, thing.
Are you still experimenting with anything you do?
Yeah.
Food wise?
Yeah.
I bet if you use ChatGPT and you logged every single thing you do, that it would start to make suggestions for you based on
Really?
what has worked and what hasn't worked.
I'm not the extent of my ChatGPT was like,
Dude, you just talk to it like I'm talking to you right now.
Yeah.
That's it.
You know, like a couple months ago, everybody was making them like cartoon pictures.
Yeah.
Like that's the most I ever used ChatGPT for. Like,
I never did that.
Yeah.
I didn't even.
Yeah.
I don't even know if that was ChatGPT. That was like an AI software of some sort.
Something
But
like that.
Bukowski, you know Rob Bukowski?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he came in here and his ChatGPT is like complete asshole, dude. Like, bro, this thing is like, what was it saying to us, Lou? It was like, yeah, I was just calling, like, it was like, oh yeah, if your arteries will allow it, like you fat fuck, like.
Oh, it was talking.
Yeah.
It was talking to him like that.
Like me.
That's awesome.
Yeah, they're saying all this shit. It like looked me up. It was like talking about my past. I'm like, what the hell is this thing doing? It's a total asshole. Yeah, you can like train them to be crazy.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Man, dude. So you're in it right now, dude.
Yeah, and this was probably the first camp where I don't think I've gotten a black eye the whole entire camp. Yeah. So
You feeling good?
I'm feeling good. Yeah. Yeah.
How'd you start? Like, how did you think to just start fighting?
So one of my best friends growing up, Manny Sanfilippo, Doc Sanfilippo.
Yeah, he was on here.
Was he? Yeah.
Yeah.
They got 54 Fitness.
Yeah.
And grew up working out there, so like fitness was always like a big part of my life because that was like a second father to me, like second family. Like I grew up there.
I went to 54.
Yeah, did you?
Yeah.
And
Jake actually trained me for a while.
Yeah.
Just like for no reason.
Yeah.
Just. But go ahead.
And that gym was right next door in the same complex, Razor's Edge.
Mm-hmm.
And I had just gotten into the union. I was like 20 years old. I was on my first job when I was 21, and I always told myself like I was always a fan of it. Like always had UFC games growing up and shit. And like it's expensive, so it was like once I started making money, I was gonna put myself through it. And at that point, I was also getting tired, like kind of bored of like going to the gym and lifting weights. Like I salute these guys and these bodybuilders that go in there every night and they do the same things like
It's crazy.
and they're just like
I don't
focusing.
have people have time for it.
Yeah,
Honestly.
like
Yeah.
focusing on that squeeze too. Like when you're doing certain things for bodybuilding, it's just like, man, you go, dude. Like I don't have like the attention span for that shit anymore, you know. So I wanted to go and do that. Plus, it was like a good tool to have in your back pocket, you know, like self defense wise and stuff. Like I'm not a confrontational person, but God forbid, you know what I mean?
Did you fight a lot, like growing up?
No, never. I've never been in a street fight.
No shit. And you were just 20 years old, like I'm just gonna start fighting.
I'm just gonna start going and training.
That's
Why
crazy.
not?
That's
I had
awesome.
like long hair down to my shoulders, like a little surfer hippie guy.
That's
you know
awesome.
What I mean? And yeah, and then they convinced me to start competing in like jiu-jitsu tournaments and shit. And I really adapted to the striking earlier on, and that's another thing too. Some people gravitate more toward the striking. Some people gravitate more toward the grappling. Some are great at both. You want to train it all. I mean, why not? Why be one dimensional like a boxer or something? You know what I mean? But I don't know why the striking I just picked up on a lot more, a lot better. It just like stuck with me. I like adapted to that. I think it's like in school when they used to tell you the right brained or left brained, like you're either better at math or you're better at like science and history and shit like that, or memorizing or creative writing. You know what I mean? There's two separate sides of learning. I think people are better at either striking or grappling, then you obviously have people that are great at both, but I didn't wrestle in high school either. I didn't wrestle growing up. So I honestly, I just
zero experience.
I just walked in there. I was just bored. I said, I just wanted to try something different. And I fell in love with it,
Yeah.
So
is it a lot different when you're like practicing striking and when you're doing it against someone?
yes.
Like, don't you get like that, like rush of like, it's like nervous energy kind of when you're like throwing hands against someone, like for real?
Yeah. I think it's transitions a lot to pads because like when your teammates, when you're sparring, if you're a good sparring partner, like you're not trying to kill your teammates and you take the egos out. So like if you're in a heated sparring match, with your teammate and they catch you with a good one, I'm not going to react like, oh, I got to get back on him and hit him 10 times harder and he just hit me because he got me with a clean shot. Like, nah, man, you throw that shit out. That's a shitty training partner. Like it should be even keel. You should be taking care of each other and still moving. When you're hitting pads though, you fucking let that rip and crack pads. Just like when you're in a real fight or a real competition, it's no hard feelings. It's just that I'm trying to get you out of there as fast as possible. I'm trying to win the fight. I'm trying to get my hand raised. You know what I mean? So I don't even look at a person. I think they're a pad and I'm hitting it like how I hit pads.
And that you can do that in your head.
Oh,
like,
yeah.
So how many fights have you been in?
Oh, this will be my second MMA fight, but I've done Muay Thai fights in the past.
Is there striking in Muay Thai?
Yeah, Muay Thai is just all striking. There's
Okay.
no grappling. So, I've done 3 of those. This will be my second MMA fight. So,
And I imagine that all gets like super heated.
yeah,
Like,
it can.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it doesn't. You can make that. You can like make that feel the same, even like before the bell rings.
Yeah. I kind of, dude. It's weird, man. Like, I don't know what movie specifically. It's like in a movie when I think it was Creed, one of the Creeds, when it has that action shot or whatever. They're in the fight and like you're looking outside of the ring. It's just all black.
Yeah.
Like, you don't see any fans, any stands or nothing. No noise. It's just you and that. And ultimately, it's not even like another person. It's like you against you. And everybody says that. You're like, what do you mean? Until you're in it, it's like actually you versus you, because the other person is just as nervous.
Yeah.
If you just trust this and have like full send it, man, you know what I mean? Like, no, it's just like an extreme sport. Surfing, motocross, anything. Like, you can't pussyfoot around. You have to go. And that's when that shit happens. That's when, you know.
I don't know why when I fight, like when I have fought, like when, like over a decade ago now at this point, I always felt like I wasn't throwing with power. You know, like I know what it feels like when I hit a bag or when like I'm messing around. But I'm like in a real fight and I have like that nervous energy and I'm like fighting for my life. You know what I mean? Like a street fight's way different beast probably than
adrenaline is.
Yeah, like you don't want someone to like hit you in the head with a brick. You know what I mean? Like you're really trying to like take control of the situation. Which I mean it's gotta feel the same for you in the ring, but yeah, I just never felt like I was really giving it all I had anytime I ever hit anyone.
Yeah.
Which is weird.
Yeah, I don't. When I did my first MMA fight, it was in February of 23 or 24. I had a layoff because I broke my hand. That was my first fight with the 4-ounce MMA gloves, because Muay Thai you wear like the boxing style gloves. So I had these smaller gloves on, and I'm like rocking this kid. In the first like 40 seconds, he was leaking blood, and because it was my first MMA fight, and I'm thinking, oh, I'm gonna get a knockout because I have these smaller gloves on. I got too excited, and my hips were too close to him. But he wobbled. He was hurt. Hits the cage. The ref gets closer. The crowd's getting louder in Atlantic City. So I had like fucking 100 people there, dude. Like, I had the biggest crowd there. And I'm like, oh man, I'm feeding off of their energy. And I see he's hurt too. You know, my coach is yelling, blood, blood, blood. Like, he's hurt. You know what I mean? Like, so I'm like emptying the fucking tank on this kid. And I'm like, he's going to drop. This one's going to kill him. This one's going to drop him. This one, he's done, right? And a couple misses, couple like skimmed and hit the top head part instead of like, you want to aim from like the eyebrows down to the chin. It was like temple, like hitting him up here. It was just like not really, you know, better shots. And one of them, man, I just like caught and it broke my hand. I didn't even know my hand was broken until after the fight. I fought all 3 rounds. It went to a decision. It was a pretty good fight.
Did you win?
No, I lost a decision. He was like a wrestler kid. I'm actually friendly with the kid now. He came and he trained with me 2 or 3 times during this past recent camp. Yeah. He's 3-0, and he's just a really good like heavy wrestle pressure, and especially like puts you on the cage. And then both times he took me down was when he had my back on the cage. But
it's a good learning experience.
It was. But now, like, you know, don't rush for that knockout. When you see your opponent's wounded, don't like get excited and go in there and like empty the tank and have your hips in close. Like, it'll come.
Were you whooped after that?
Oh, dude, when I like after that adrenaline dump and I tried to murder him after he was hurt. And I remember he like weathered the storm, and like I remember stepping.
Like, oh fuck!
I remember stepping back, resetting, and going. Like actually, you can see it in the video. I'm just like, oh shit! What the fuck?
Oh man!
Look at the clock. There's still 2 minutes left.
Oh my God! Man. Did you ever get it back? Like,
actually, yeah.
Yeah.
When he waited, like toward the end of that round. There was a quick little scramble. We went on the ground. He tried getting me in like a front head, like popped out, like got it to it at the back. I didn't want to wrestle. I had his back. I could have suplexed him. My wrestling wasn't what it is now. Since then, I worked on it. But we separated, and that was the first round. And then I remember getting ready and going to the second round. I'm going in my head. I'm like, okay, like I feel better now. Let's see what happens. I know I'm winning on the feet. I know his corner was just yelling at him. Don't stand up with him. Like, take him down. Like, everybody I fucking fight wants to just take me to the ground because they don't like standing and bang him. You know what I mean? With me. Which I love. You know what I mean? It's just like if you watch Justin Gaethje against Max Holloway at UFC 300. Max, Max knocked him out in the last second of the last round.
Oh, I did see that
KO, right? And that's just like there's all these memes out there. It's like That's Life with the Frank Sinatra songs. It's like Justin Gaethje knocked out Dustin Poirier a year ago, and now he's getting knocked out here. So like, but when you go in the middle and you're just saying like we're not gonna go to the ground and play that gay shit, like it's just throw bangers, you know what I mean, and live and die by that sword. I'm either gonna drop or you're gonna drop. You know what I mean? That's what
wild,
what I'm there for. I want my face to go all bloody. I want his face to be all, let's fucking put on a show. You know what I mean?
Did it take you a while to like adapt to that mindset?
No, not really. Just from day one, it was always like, listen, if I'm competing and you're being the same weight, then I really don't have anything to be afraid of. You know what I mean? If somebody's weighing the same as me, like that's why there's weight classes. What do I have to fear?
Yeah.
You know? I mean, ultimately, I set out to do this whole thing to see how far it could take me. So, not saying, I mean, slim chance I make it all the way, but I mean, if there is a possibility you go all the way, and then what? Are you going to be, oh, I'm scared to fight the world champion, but he weighs the same amount as you do?
Yeah.
He's just a human like you are.
Yeah.
And everybody has that puncher's chance.
Yeah.
I don't know. So.
Damn.
Just like.
That's wild. So you don't get paid at all for like these fights?
Amateur, you get a portion of the ticket sales for amateur, and then like when you go like local pro, you get like 1,000 to show up, 1,000 to win, and then portion of the ticket sales too. So
you're getting a portion of the ticket sales right now?
Yeah,
that's cool.
But this one's like 2 hours away in Delaware. I think I have like 13 people going in person.
Where are they from?
My opponent is also from Jersey, it's like North Jersey, so they have.
It's not that far that. Yeah. I mean, you're not gonna get the crowd you would in Atlantic City.
No, right, exactly. Or Philly, like even then, like so one of my teammates is fighting for Art of War this Saturday, so a week before me. And we were in camp together too, which made it's always nice when you have like a camp with somebody, He's at Philly Live. So I think for my next fight after this one, I'd probably do somewhere like that, like Philly Live, and get another big home crowd again. Yeah. And you need 3 amateur MMA fights to go pro, win or lose. I mean, I would like to do more than 3.
So how would what's like the selection process like for going pro? Like how do you go pro? You just get a fight with a pro?
Yeah, once you qualify for your 3 amateur MMA fights, if your coaches and everything, they sign for you and back you, and you go and you'll go right to a local pro promotion. And they'll,
Is that easy? I mean, like anyone could do it. I mean, like you could lose 3 fights in a row and then just go pro.
I mean, yeah, you can. It's not advised. I don't think anybody really does. You know what I mean? But you need 3 amateur fights to.
And what's your process like? Like, how much you studying your opponent right now?
So that's another thing too. This is his debut, so it's his first. We found a couple videos of his like jiu-jitsu competitions, like no-gi jiu-jitsu tournaments or whatever. We saw like a couple of his opponents, like a couple of his matches. There's no footage of him. WKA's is a World Kickboxing Association. They do that in Delaware every summer at the end of August. It's just a kickboxing tournament, and he went 0-2 in that. And his grappling didn't really look that great. I mean, he's probably
how's his jiu-jitsu?
He's probably more of a jiu-jitsu guy too. Yeah. I mean, we knew this whole entire camp he's gonna try and take me down.
How's your jiu-jitsu?
It's okay.
Yeah.
I think my wrestling is better than my jiu-jitsu, and my striking is obviously my best weapon. Yeah. But I would rather like wrestle and be in a position for ground and pound than go for a submission.
Like could he just like fall on his back and just wait for you to take his guard? Like what?
Yeah, I wouldn't do that. And you just stand there, and then the ref will tell him to stand up. And the ref will tell him to stand up. They even do that in jiu-jitsu matches. Like I've won jiu-jitsu matches just by points. Mm-hmm. I did one in April. I got a couple wins by submission, but most of them were just by points, man. Takedowns, positions, shit like that. You could it's funny, if you're a really good wrestler, you can go in these jiu-jitsu tournaments that count for points, blast double, and then like if you can get out of the guard, you just stand up and the ref will stand him up. And then you go for another takedown again, and next thing you know, you just take down, and it's like 10-0 on points.
Damn. I did jiu-jitsu for a little bit. Have you heard of Garaguso? It was a Garaguso karate in Williamstown. Then he got into jiu-jitsu. And when I was in college, I was at Rowan, and he was in Williamstown, so I went back to him. I mean, I hadn't done karate in years. Karate, I actually credit with like giving me all the athleticism I had. Like I was not an athletic kid. Like there was a video of me like playing soccer in kindergarten, dude. I was like tripping over my feet. And I did karate, dude, and it just turned me into an athlete. Like it just unlocked that athletic potential I had. And so like I always like appreciated like the martial arts. And when I was in college, I was like bored. I wasn't playing sports for the first time in my whole entire life. And I went there for like jujitsu. And there was some like these kids, I mean, these dudes are like, they're like spider monkeys, dude. It's fucking great. Like
inverting,
like flying like arm bars. I'm like, what the fuck is going on?
I like some of that flashy shit. I mean, I'm not
it's cool.
flexible.
Yeah.
But like I could throw head kick at somebody who's 6'3".
Damn.
But I'm not flexible. Like my girlfriend's always making fun of me. We just signed up for like Hot Works or whatever together, and like just like
hot yoga,
Hot Works or whatever. Like
Where's
I'll go in there. It's they're all over, but I'll be in there and I'm like looking over. I'm like trying to do this. She's like laughing at me. She's like, "How the fuck like can you fight?"
Do you work on stretching?
Not enough as I should.
Okay.
No. But I mean, if I could head kick somebody who's a lot taller than me, why would I? You know what I mean? I'm just like, it's just a time thing.
Well, it's got to help you out. Like in the jiu-jitsu, like all them, you know?
Yeah. I mean, it's just another thing, like time-wise, you know what I mean? It's just one of them things, you know? Like I still have a career. I still have a job. I need to have health benefits and I still have bills to pay. So I can't like some of these people in like the local pros, like there's, you know, some of these guys, I don't know, like they're working at like Walmart or Wawa for like 3 days a week, and then they're able to train twice a day. Like I
take ballet classes.
Yeah, right. Like I took a layoff for the last like 2 weeks to train twice a day to get ready for these last hard weeks. People do that for a whole camp. You know what I mean? Some people do that for 6 months out of the year, and they're just.
It's gotta add to like your mental toughness, though, that you can do that. Like, cause it's not like it's no small task to go from a construction job to training.
Oh no.
And being in a camp and like that's like a ton of discipline. It's, I mean, that's crazy, dude. I couldn't even imagine it.
Yeah. I
can't even get to the gym. Like I can't do it. I've been waking up like 4 o'clock in the morning because I have to go. So I usually, if I go to the gym, it's usually in the morning. I just can't do it after work. I can't. I literally can't.
I can't do it before work. I can't.
Really?
Yeah, no. I wake up right at the amount of time it takes me to fucking cook some eggs and pack my lunch, put my boots on, and I'm out the door. Like I don't wake up any earlier than I have to. Yeah.
Dude, I wake up as early as I possibly can. I like to drink 2 cups of coffee, have a, you know what I mean, watch ESPN. Like I like to wake up before I leave the house. Like I hate leaving tired.
Yeah.
But yeah, man, this whole summer I haven't been able to go to the gym like at all. It's been like it's like I'm just feel like a huge piece of shit. You know? But
I tuned in to the live. You were talking with Mikey G. Like you didn't even have a weekend. You said
no. Well, I had class this weekend for I'm running for school board this year.
Oh, okay.
So the AFL-CIO, which is associated with LIUNA, the the laborers.
Right.
They when you're like under the umbrella of LIUNA, they send you to this AFL-CIO. Like it's like it's just like a class. Like I'm so glad I went. I mean, it was boring. It sucked. I didn't like driving up to North Jersey and driving home I hated losing my weekend. But man, dude, I learned so much shit about campaigning.
To go on the school board, yeah.
It's crazy, dude. Campaigning is like
Randy Brolo. You know Randy Brolo?
Yeah, he was there.
Was he?
Yeah, Randy's my boy.
That's what he did, right? Yeah, it's my boy too. I started at the gym that he started at. That gym right by 54
Flounder. Is that how you know Flounder?
Razor's Edge. Yeah. No, I know Flounder. I actually got sent to a job. He was the super for Lafayette. You remember that? Yeah. And like I had never being like from here and him being from like we all know the same people.
Yeah.
And like I never met him or knew who he was. So I'm on this job and I'm like, you know, this young kid like operator. Like up until recently, I got older, but like I was always looked at like a weird way. Like what's this fucking 22-year-old doing out here? You know what I mean? Like I'm gonna run my mill.
Machine,
yeah, right. Like
you run a mill?
I hate the mill.
You can run it?
I can run it, but I hate it. I took it off my card actually. Dude. So I came through this apprenticeship that was like asphalt only, and they made us do asphalt for 4 or 5 years. And every time we were laid off, we had to go to a training center. We had mandatory winter classes from January to March. Like if we were with a company, and they were like, "Oh, we have a big job coming up January," like no, we had to get laid off to go to the winter classes. And as soon as I got out of that, I was like, I got on a job. I was with Chavone Fred Chavone from Franklinville ran like excavator, bulldozer for them. Like they were a great company, good small company. And I was like, man, this is what the other side is like. This is what dirt work is like. This is sick. You know what I mean? Like especially if I'm trying to get to the gym every night. Like the one thing I hated with asphalt companies, like
oh, you work till you're done. That's it.
But
Like,
there's no communication. Like if you're some of these like dirt companies like that, it's a Monday. They go, hey, Wednesday we're planning on working a little late today. On Wednesday we're planning on working a little late. Can you? And they ask you because it is an option. That's why we're in a union, right? It's an option. It's not fucking mandatory. You know what I mean? Like I'll fucking walk the fuck off. Fuck you.
I don't know if laborers get that kind of. I don't know if we even have the option.
Like I don't know. Like so, some companies like that, like they'll tell you at 3 o'clock in the afternoon. Yeah. Like, hey, we got another 1,000 tons. We're still going to pave, and we're going to be here till 6 at night.
Well, there's so many moving pieces with asphalt. Like there's so much dependency on the plant and the drivers and the and traffic and I mean, there's just so many things that can go wrong. Yeah. That it's like it's almost impossible to get an 8-hour day.
Yeah. I mean, I've done it. I guess that's what kind of taints my vision with that is because early on I got a job running a paver for Pearson for their day crew. And Johnny Rouse was my foreman. He was like one of the best asphalt foremans ever. He like taught me how to run the paver more than the training center taught me how to run the paver. Like this guy was awesome. Really cool dude. Knew my family. And a lot of people at Pearson knew my family because of my uncle and my father and everything like that. So I had a very good experience there. And I learned a lot. And the lead there for the engineers, Dirk, he's the man. And I remember like there would be days we'd be done paving by 2:30 in the afternoon. You know what I mean?
Was it all residential?
A lot of it was residential.
That heavy highway.
That's probably why. Yeah, we weren't doing well. Their highway crew was the night crew. Yeah. So, but we would do like big county roads. Yeah, you know what I mean. It was just we wouldn't bite off more than they can chew. Yeah, A lot of we were in like Paulsboro plant a lot, doing that. Like,
that's cool.
Yeah,
that's cool. We're doing like 3,000 ton a day right now. Yeah, it's insane. And it's out of control. Dude.
Yeah, but this is the time of year when they're getting it. Yeah,
yeah. We've been doing it. Like, I mean, I haven't had even a like semblance of a break since I don't know, April. I mean, it's been like just go all year. Like usually, like now it'll pick up and it's like let's get it done. I mean, they got a stack of folders of just jobs coming up, and it just keeps like. And they have not added to the like it's just like they're just like
two crew. Yeah,
it's just us, dude.
I'll tell you what,
like,
though,
all right, dude, let's
anymore.
Go.
If I have to do asphalt anymore, I'd want to do it with you guys or maybe Pearson.
It's a great company. I mean, it's a great company.
I don't like the other one, the big one.
Nah,
not at all. They're
a lot of people don't. Now, dude, the nights are killer.
Now that company, I don't know about as far as the dirt work side of that company, but
yeah,
their asphalt, I'm not a fan.
I did pipe for that company. And dude, it was like 714s.
Really?
I mean, it was nonstop.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Yeah.
And they were running just around the clock, so we were just the night shift.
But over there, you're more so like you are just an upper. Whereas like I feel like at least with like Arawak nowadays, it's gotten a lot better. Like I would rather work there. Like it's more of like a.
It's personable. It's more personable. It's like it's family. Like it feels like a team.
Right. Right.
But when shit goes bad, it feels really contentious too. Like
that's everywhere.
It goes both ways, you know.
You get that everywhere.
But, like you can't just hide. Do you know what I mean?
Right. Yeah, but this other one, man, they like rinse and repeat through foreman, and every foreman or that comes in there is trying to impress the super and like just a yes man. Like yeah, we'll do 2,000 more tons. Yeah. I don't care. These guys have been working for 12 hours already. I don't care. I'm trying to like they're acting like it's coming out of their pocket, or that they're gonna try and impress them. And get like some kind of bonus or something at the end, and then like you're gonna get rinsed and repeated. As soon as you start saying no, you're out.
It's always a bad idea for unless you're in a position of leadership. Like it's just stupid to go against the guys and for the company.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like because you need your crew's gotta like you. You know, like or it's not a good crew.
Right.
It's no fun, dude.
Right.
If you're spending 60 hours a week with like a whole like a group of people, like it's gotta be somewhat like
and everybody has their own shit to do after work too. It's like we don't, at the end of the day, like I'm very grateful for the union. It's a good job, good benefits, great money, but I don't live to work, you know what I mean?
Yeah. Or
work to live kind of,
I had a foreman dude who would park his truck across the exit until 3:30 and then he would move like a gate. Like he would like an hour sometimes, and you'd have to just sit there.
And you were done. You were completely done.
Done.
You were completely
done.
I
mean, we'd be working a half hour from the laydown yard, and we'd go back to the laydown yard. Done. No inspectors, no nothing, And this guy would just to show you,
whatever.
I'm the boss.
Okay. I guess, I mean, they have you for 8 hours. So, but after that 8 hours, if there's no work to do, and they're like, okay, well.
I think it's stupid. Like, if there's no work to do, there's no work to do. Like, get me the fuck out of here.
I agree. But then I would go the way I am with that. If that was the case, I'd sit there and go in a porta potty after I was taking a shit and then be like, walk to my car and be like, well, it's 3:02. You owe me 15 or a half hour of overtime now. And then it's on him, and he looks like the asshole for writing you overtime. How are these guys getting overtime when they were done? Well, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's how I would try and get them back. But
so the thing, it was IEW, and they like frequently would call for like emergency work, and if they call you like 2:45,
right.
and they're like, "Yo, we need you guys to come to Route 18," and you're like, "Well, the whole crew is like definitely gone. There's no way I'm getting them all back here." Like then you kind of get it. So like I kind of get it, but like,
well, that emergency,
you don't got to be a douchebag about it and park your car across the gate, like get out of here, man.
Emergency work's different. You know what I mean? Them guys.
Yeah, that was. I mean, it was, dude. You could almost pick your hours over there. There was a good 6 months there. You could just any Saturday, any Sunday, any night, it didn't matter. Like just go, just sign up here.
Yeah,
you can work.
That's nice. I never worked there, but I got off a job. Why I was able to take and be comfortable with taking a layoff and everything. I had my hours already, and I had to fatten up my bank account. I was on this job with Great Lakes doing dock and dredging. We were dredging on the beach, doing beach replenishment in Atlantic City. I was there for 3 months, and I was in LBI for 3 months.
What were you doing?
I was running an excavator. And
you were getting the bags and loading the bags off?
They were we were on the beach, and in Atlantic City, it was a direct connected dredge. So that pumped right up to the beach into like these big baskets. Yeah. So when we're doing this kind of work in Jersey, you have to pump into these baskets because they have a bunch of shit from World War I and World War II that these like bomb squads need to come up and look. What's a
basket? Like it looks like a dumpster?
No, it's like this. I got pictures and shit. It's crazy. I've never seen anything like it. But 7 nights a week for 6 months. Holidays too.
Oh, you're banking.
Oh yeah,
that's awesome.
And an excavator,
yeah, dude. You got a radio, you got air conditioning.
Yeah, well, that's how. I don't even have to open my door to talk. Well, there's no laborers; they're all shoremen. But everybody has like the walkie-talkies and radios to talking and shit. Do
you get disoriented a little bit when you do that? Like when you're just like in there with all the windows shut?
No.
I was talking about this a few months ago. Like I feel like I need windows down when I'm doing stuff, or I feel like I'm missing something. Does that make sense?
It depends what you're doing.
I guess,
if you don't have one line of communication with somebody, like, a competent person out there working with like a walkie-talkie, like, oh, come down, like boom down a little bit more or something like that.
Yeah.
But
well, yeah. I feel like when, like, even like a cone line.
So this.
Is that winter?
Yeah. So that's the basket that was hooked up to the pipe. I have to dig out the sides, and there's this little chute there. You got to make sure you don't hit that chute because it's real thin, like sheet metal or whatever, it'll bend.
How big is that basket?
It's like maybe a little smaller than the size of this room, like wall to wall.
That's what they dredge into from the ocean?
They pump the sand up into that, and that filters through the sand, and then you'll get like a bunch of seashells in there, but. I have to rinse that out.
So what you're putting clean stuff back.
We're putting clean sand back up on the beach from out there. And
you're this thing is collecting all the junk.
Yeah. Okay. And then they have to siphon through that because they've had in the past like quote unquote active bombs from World War I and World War II that they just dumped off our shores years ago. You know what I mean? And that shit
well, they said that's what all those drones were for. They were looking for like the atomic bombs that they lost.
We saw a bunch of drones out on that job at night. It was
it was then.
That was when all that shit was going. Yeah.
Oh my god, dude!
Dude, I'm out there. We're like looking at this.
Dude, you can see him in Hamilton. It was wild, man. That's crazy. Can you send me that video?
Yeah, and this is me dragging it. Once you get it free, because it'll get pumped up with sand. Like that thing will get buried. You got to dig it out on the pontoons.
Yeah, it's probably like waterlocked too.
Yeah, it is. And, and I pull that down to the shore, right where the waves are crashing, and then I dig a hole to fit my bucket in, and I just get a bucket full of water, and that's all I do, and then I splash it out until it gets open. There's smaller baskets that get put on the sides where them chutes are.
Yeah.
And the shoremen come up and open the hammer, the little pin out and open it. And then every bucket that comes through, it's just, and and all this shit falls into these smaller baskets.
How far out were they dredging?
You could see the dredge from there. It was like right where Atlantic City and Brigantine Inlet is. I'd say they weren't even like a mile out. Like they were right there. They were close.
And they're just using that sand for the beach. Yeah. For the shoreline.
And then there's like 4 or 5 dozers up there, and then they push up, and it's all GPS. And I did that river in Cherry Hill. They dredged that. You know what I'm talking about? What river? I forget what the river is called. That's a similar process, though, right?
It is, but they had huge bags, right? Like we had to roll these bags out with excavators on either side of them. That's how big they were. Like you couldn't even push them with 10 guys across it. They were huge.
Like a geotube bag, or like
I don't know. But then like the dredging would go through this pump because it was a river. So like the boat was never that far out, and it wasn't a huge boat. It was like maybe 30 foot, you know?
Right.
And it would go in through this pump, and then the pump would bring it into these bags, and they would just get full of this like slushy
muck,
like muck. Yeah.
Right.
And they were dredging for a rowing team that they wanted to be able to row in this river. So they had to lower the bottom, and they had to get the sludge out.
Yeah.
And dude, we lined this park. It was, what the hell was the name of that park? We lined this park with these bags. I mean,
the bags are full of the muck.
Huge, bro. They had apprentices, because they would come in and then they would all be wet. So you'd have to let them dry. Mm-hmm. So you'd have to let the water would be able to filter out.
They stack them on top of each other?
No, they didn't stack them.
Okay.
No, they were just next to each other. They hired apprentices. I think they took 30 apprentices out of the hall to walk. So just to squish them down to get the water out faster. And then once they dried, the excavators busted the bags open and they just hauled them all out with triaxles. And that's how they cleaned it up.
I was on a similar thing with that with Chavone last summer in Wildwood. We were on Spicer Ave. There's a landfill back there behind where the soccer complex is and everything like that. And they had the site portion of the job, and it was all time and material. And they had all these those geo bags, but they stacked them. And then there would be guys walking on top. Yeah. And you could see the water coming down the side of this giant black bag. It was a huge bag, dude. Full of muck. Apparently, that shit has to sit for 5 months or something, right, to dry out. Well, I don't know if they didn't let it sit long enough or they didn't do it right. So once them bags are dried out, then they have to pick them out with excavator, put it in a triaxle, and then they send up on site. We were capping a landfill with this fucking dredge muck material, not good dirt. They were trying to save a penny, right? But when they dumped them out with the triaxles, they just left them in however thick it was. That some areas it was almost 4 feet thick, and with muck and dredge, going to Malka River and get 4 feet of the Malka River bottom and put that out, and you tell me how it's gonna dry out, you know? So, we're sitting here, the foreman, even Freddie Chavone, the owner of the company, he's like, man, what the fuck? The way to do that is you make little rows and then you roll it over every 2 weeks and let the sun hit it and then dry it out.
Oh my God, dude!
So
should have just let it dry out. But you know what though? He probably got way more money hauling that out because it was so much heavier than it should have been. So it was probably way more truckload.
He wasn't hauling it. He was it was there already, and we had to shape it. And then as more were coming in, we had to tell them where to dump it and shit like that. And we had to, dude, there was some areas and they were capping the landfill, and then they were going to make it an access, a park, put a concrete walkway with benches and little plants and shit. And you're how the fuck are you going to pour concrete on top of it? Some area, I shit you not, dude, 12-foot fills, 16-foot fills of unstable, the excavator sank in it one day. We were up there trying to shape this slope, the dozer. You had to get the smallest dozer possible to fucking grade this thing. It was a mess.
Skid steers out there,
dude. But they couldn't even go. You start going, I'm whoa, I gotta back out here. It's too soft.
Dude.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Yeah, I don't even think they finished. They got it to a certain point.
No, you gotta let it dry. You have to.
Yeah.
Even at that point, you could still let it dry, and then
as long as the top layer gets crusted enough, you could maybe put the machine on it. But then the heavier the machine, obviously you're gonna it was just a mess, man. I don't even know where that is right now, but it's been over a year. But
no weather putting concrete on that. Oh man, that's funny. Yeah, there's some cool job. I was on a maintenance project with Mount, and we were just cleaning retention ponds, which is essentially dredging, just you don't need to dredge them because they're not it's not a ton of water. You can't put a boat in there. You can walk it, you know?
smaller
And
area.
man,
too,
it was like just the best job I was ever on. I mean, we just had dozers in there, just pushing.
Yeah.
They would push all the gunk to like one spot, and then we just have an excavator just
nice.
push it out until you got to like fresh looking nice soil.
Yeah.
And then we'd bring soil back in,
Fill
dump it, and fill it. I mean, but they're like long jobs. I mean, we would be there for months sometimes. Right. And yeah, there's very little work for laborers to do.
Yeah, right.
And we were just like,
it's a shame there was no laborers on the beach replenishment jobs because they use shoremen, but like they barely do anything. Like they don't, even the operators. Like I was lucky in excavator. Like some nights they would bury us. Like that the dredges, like the one in Atlantic City was a direct dredge, so that's always connected up. The pipes going directly into it. Like the dredge is connected. Then there's another one called a hopper dredge when we were in LBI. That one detaches. So like out off the coastline, there's a little hookup spot, and they detach and then go further out, pick an area, dredge, and then they come back in, hook up, and pump. And it usually takes about 45 minutes to an hour to pump. When they unhook and go out, sometimes that's like a 3-hour turnaround. So after that one basket is there pumped and you're cleaned out, it takes you about maybe like 40 minutes to do the whole process. You're sitting there waiting, dude. I watched so many shows and movies, and I'm just in this heated, brand new excavator, dude.
These are all nights?
They're round the clock. There's 3 crews.
Were you on nights?
I was on nights.
Do you think do you find that nights like messed with your training?
So at this time I was training at my buddy has a gym, Pressure Jiu-Jitsu and MMA. They're a fantastic jiu-jitsu gym and MMA gym. They're a really good gym. My boy Ivan Perez, that they had a shower in there and everything like that too. So I would bring in my food, my meal prep, eat dinner after I got done training, shower, and I didn't have to be in work in Atlantic City until like 10 p.m. So I'd be getting off the mats by like 8:30, 9. You know what I mean? And
10 p.m. is not a terrible time to start.
10 to 6, you know what I mean? Or like then the LBI was 11 to 7.
Yeah, because the night shift is always like reverse, right? Like usually you wake up, you go to work, you chill for a little bit, then you go to bed. And night shift, it's you work at night, go right to bed, and then you chill before work. Yeah. So when you're working 10 o'clock at night, like you're probably still waking up at the same time as you would if you started at 6 p.m., you know? Like, because like what's it, circadian rhythm?
Yeah, circadian rhythm.
Yeah, like that. Like that's just going to come into effect at noon anyway, you know?
I did get into a nice rhythm and was training a lot, and it helped like my grappling, like the trouble areas that I had in my training. But I was able to go there like every night, dude, because I was working every day was the same thing.
Yeah, that's awesome, dude.
I had to be at work at this time every day, and I was in the gym every day at this time.
That's great.
My meal, like it was just I love locking into a schedule like that, dude.
I love locking into a schedule too.
Yeah,
it's really good. It's like good for your body.
Yeah, and then like you're like, oh, I'm not going out fucking off, and like you're saving more money that way. You're doing everything, like you have your certain shit, and like it's cool. And like some days I would still end up, having time for family and shit like that too. So, but after a while, like that job in LBI was going on too, and one of my buddies just got done because they kept him to go to Seaside, and he started when I started in Atlantic City, this operator. And he probably put in like, if I tapped out at 6 months of 7 nights a week, he's probably at like 9 or 10 months right now, straight.
Is that what you came off with? That's what took the layoff from?
Well, then I went back to work. I was with Atlantic Lining. I was at the landfill on Delilah Road. We were capping that. I was in like a skid steer on a roller bar, and all these little like Filipinos and guys that would run down the side of the mountain and the slope with this tarp. You ever see that? You ever seen that? Oh my God, it's awesome. Yeah. And these guys are cool as hell. And it's just like the Great Lakes Company. Like these people aren't from Jersey. They just travel with this Atlantic Lining, and they go all around the country capping these landfills. So they're like strangers to how our how our union works and shit like that. Like our rules and everything. They're just like no problems, no issues. Everybody was cool as hell, giving you water, giving you these electrolyte packets, putting your water, taking an hour lunch. I was like, holy shit. Like they were cool, but yeah, they run down and there's 2 layers. The first layer is like this tarp, looks like a trash bag. And then the other one kind of looks like a flannel sheet, kind of like a wool lining that goes on top of that. I don't know why they do 2 or what one does to the other. I have no idea. Yeah. And then you just move down the line.
Damn.
Yeah. It was easy.
Are you gonna be able to get back? Like, is the dredging company gonna let you get back there?
They're done now. in Jersey, like they might be wrapping up Seaside. I wasn't gonna go to Seaside. LBI was like an hour for me anyway. So like anything more than that, I was kind of like, for 7 nights a week, like, nah, I'm good. So I was never gonna go to Seaside anyway. But every time they come back now, like they have us on their list of like operators that they liked, that they worked with well, that did a good job for them, blah blah blah. Like they can call them back, but that's every like couple years they'll come to Jersey to do shores. Like
that's cool. I talked to Latham about coming on the show. He's supposed to come. He agreed. Yeah. I gotta get him scheduled.
It's my boy.
Is it?
Yeah.
Tell him to come on, dude.
He's a good dude. Yeah.
You gotta nudge him for me.
Him and Randy are always at the events and they're always busting each other's balls.
Yeah, you gotta give him a nudge for me, cause
I will.
Yeah, I got a letter in the mail from Latham Tiver about energy. Maybe it was like an energy thing. I don't know. I forget what the letter was about. And I hit him up. I'm like, yo, dude, this would be a great talking point for the podcast. Yeah, because he was out on one of our jobs because we're on a project labor agreement project in Burlington County. Mm-hmm. So he always stops out and makes sure that like
that's like his Burlington County, right? Yeah.
And so I didn't even get a chance to introduce myself. He was like, I was like doing something, he was doing something, and then I was like, oh, that's the senator, right? And they're like, yeah. I'm like, oh, I gotta get him on the show. But, yeah, I gotta get him in.
Yeah, he's a good one. He's one of the good ones.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He was nice when I talked. I mean, like the conversation I had with him was cool. He seemed like a good one.
Yeah. But
so what else, man? What else?
Yeah, like I said, that I was thankful to be on that job, and even if I wasn't into fighting, I think I would have probably tapped out at the same amount of time, like 6 months, 7 nights a week, holidays and everything too. Yeah. It did start to take a toll on me, dude. I was, it was like getting too crazy. I was like, I can't. Like it was just. After a while, like I've done nights before and 7 nights a week before. It was only like for like a month or two at a time, but I knew it was such a good job. I was like, fuck, like it was.
Dude, them Sundays, man, they help. They're awesome, bro.
Yeah, holidays too. So like the week of Thanksgiving was Thursday night. Yeah. So it was double time, and then it was Sunday was double time too. So that week I got 2 nights of double time. Like, God damn.
Yeah, you're straight. Yeah. You don't gotta work again this year.
No, I will. I'll get after this fight. I'll probably work will come first. For a while, and I'll just ride.
And then
it out.
When do you get back into a camp?
So ideally, if I don't have any like injuries again, like last one I broke my hand. This guy's skull was like so big. My boy Dan Wall, my first opponent, and he's got a really hard head. Ultimately, I was hitting with the wrong knuckle too. Yeah. You're supposed to hit with your front too. Okay. You know what I mean? These ones hurt you. These ones hurt me. Okay. If I come out of here and no injuries or whatever, and I'm still in shape, I mean, why not let the ball keep rolling? I mean, I'm gonna go back to work and not be a bum anymore. You know what I mean? I'm low on the haul list, so I'll go right out to work. And
you can roll right into a camp like that. Like, is that what people do?
Yeah. If you don't take any injuries or nothing, you didn't get knocked out, you didn't break any bones. And you want to roll right into another camp? Yeah.
What if you do get knocked out?
If you get knocked out, it depends on the severity of it. Like you can get knocked out and not have a concussion. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? So it depends if you have a concussion or not. And then typically you want to wait at least 3 months before any kind of like harder contact training. Mm-hmm. And then but there's been people that have been knocked out and fought within that same calendar year, 8 months later or something like that. You know what I mean?
Do you get worried about getting knocked out?
No.
You don't think about it?
No, I don't think about it.
You don't care?
So I don't care. Like I said, you can get knocked out and not get a concussion. So there's plenty of things that your brain can still be healthy. And I think that's MMA is ultimately a little bit safer than boxing too, because
you're not guaranteed to be getting punched. Like you can always stop the punches with a
that, and even then, like. Everybody thinks because the gloves are smaller, well, it's actually better that knockouts happen easier with smaller gloves because the fight's over. You could get knocked out and not know or not, and then just get an 8 count or 10 count, right? You get 10, and then you can stand up, and your pride's going to get in the way of your brain health. And you'll be like, no, he just knocked me down. Like, I got knocked the fuck out, but I'm awake. And now I'm in a boxing fight, and the ref's counting down. I'm not going to bitch out and call it like, fuck, no, I'm good. Yeah. That happens like 4 or 5 times in a boxing match. You know what I mean? A boxing fight. So think about all that damage it's doing to you. And them gloves, them bigger gloves, it's just like I said, there's more volume to the head than one of them could knock you out with MMA gloves, and then the fight would be over, or you're gonna take 30 more of those hard ones. So I don't know.
I never thought of it like that.
Yeah, the boxers have worse CTE history of professional boxers.
Is there way more like data on boxers though?
I'm sure there is. Yeah, obviously it's been around.
Yeah.
It's been around way longer, but you know,
I mean, you're just getting into like a generation now where they could start studying that.
for MMA.
Yeah.
But
I mean, it's been around.
it has.
not
Yeah,
like,
it's the same as like football. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? I would argue. You know, I think which is worse, like boxing or football. Both of them are worse than MMA.
Football's tough, man.
Football is
Dude, you
tough.
take some blows.
Oh,
playing
yeah.
Football, man. Did you play?
No, I did. I played for 1 year. I played my 8th grade year. Acco Lions. And,
Shout
like
out
that was
Echo
like
Lions.
that was like one of the things that like because I wasn't as athletic as like some of these kids, but like I was strong and I had grit. You know what I mean? I had heart. But like I would get pissed off if somebody would like get a good like juke or something like that, or somebody would like tackle you better than what I'd be like. Half the time I get so mad and rip my helmet off and be like, all right, well then let's just fucking fight them.
Yeah.
You know, like kids are like talking shit, like, oh, well, I'm a better tackler, I can run faster. Like I'd be like so mad. I'd be like, I don't give a fuck about the sport. You know what I mean? Take that shit off. Let's just fight then. You know what I mean? Like you know what I mean? You're playing with a ball. Fuck playing with that ball. You know what I mean? You're playing a sport with a ball and you're running up and down and you think you're tough. Like I fight. You know what I mean? Like let's go.
I got knocked out twice playing football.
Really?
Yeah, my junior year and my senior year. My senior year, I went back in the game. They let me go back in the game. That was before like concussions were even a thing. But my junior year, I woke up like in an ambulance, pretty much. Like I was out.
That's
dude.
when you knew when you came to, or
Yeah, like I came to, and I remember seeing my coach, Coach Pete. We had him on too. But I remember seeing him, and then like I didn't really like start thinking until I was like in the hospital, like really. And then the second time was the last game I ever played in my life. It was the St. Joe game my senior year. Got knocked out, and they let me go back in 3 plays later.
Yeah.
And I finished the game.
That's crazy. Yeah.
I got hit in the head with a pipe bar at work a couple of years ago. Like hard, dude. It was wedged in a backup bucket. And I was like trying to do something in the backup bucket. And the operator was trying to help me, and he curled the bucket. And the pipe bar just like whack, split my head wide open, dude.
Oh no.
Yeah.
That's
I have like a Harry Potter scar on my my kids call me Frankenstein for like 2 weeks. Yeah. It's cool. Zombie dad. Yeah, that's what they call me, zombie dad.
Zombie dad.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I mean football, like think of it, man. Like you got two grown men or like even high schoolers like running full speed at each other.
Yeah.
When helmet to helmet collide, like that's way worse than wrestling or MMA. Or,
it's a
like,
huge collision. Huge collisions. I mean, and these kids now are strong and fast, dude.
And think
I mean, we were too, but like, they're
the,
way more than
the
we
weight
were.
classes in football either. You know what I mean? You could have some skinny kicker getting hit by a friggin' linebacker or something. You know what I mean? Like, you know, yeah.
Damn. So, how much longer to a fight?
Like
next Friday?
10 days. Yeah. Today was 10 days. So technically tomorrow would be nine more days. Yeah.
Good luck, bro.
Thank you.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Is there any way for like people to watch it?
Yeah. There's the stream. They posted Stellar Fights 68, and then I think the stream's like $25 or something like that.
What's that one called that you get all the fights? It's that's where I was watching a bare knuckle boxing. There's like this one. It's like tied into like a lot of different
Fight Pass or something.
Nah, it's not Fight Pass. It's
So this is like the QR code. I could send that out.
Yeah.
Or you can just look up Stellar Fights and go and purchase the.
No,
the
send me
stream.
that. Send me that video of the excavator. We'll put that up so people can see what we were looking at.
Yeah.
And yeah, fuck yeah, dude.
Yeah,
I'm
dude.
watching. I can't wait.
Yeah.
That's all. Is video going?
Nah, I think him and Brooke have some kind of like party or something too. It's all right. They went to the first one. It was cool. Yeah. He was all hammered up. He's such a lightweight. I don't know if you drank with him. He is a lightweight.
Nah, we usually just chill at like kid parties. We actually did we went to Rockers with them one time. It was fun. Yeah,
the thing that's crazy is like he was always more athletic than I was. Like he was like better at grades, more athletic, or like that. Like if he like I always wondered like, man, if he got an MMA and he fought and he
He's a
like
monster,
did jujitsu,
bro.
he would be better than me.
He's a monster. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, maybe not.
No, well, maybe not.
You got that like.
Yeah.
You look like a fighter. He looks like a fireman. Yeah. Well, good luck, man. I'm gonna watch that for sure.
Yeah.
100%, dude. I hope I hope everyone does, dude. I hope the ticket sales are phenomenal. Do you get a
Yeah.
piece of that if people watch it?
For the
it?
streaming, yeah, I get that too.
Oh, I'm
so
definitely-
if
I'm in.
streams, that's why I'm like, majority of people are going to be streaming.
Yeah, stream that shit.
I'm not asking people to drive 2 hours. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? That's just not me. I'm not.
Yeah.
I don't care.
Yeah.
So.
Well, hell yeah, dude. Good luck. Thank you for taking the time to come down and hang out. It was a good time. You should come after the fight.
Yeah, I'd be in for
Yeah.
that.
All right, cool.
Yeah.
Cool. Yeah, appreciate it, bro.
Cool.
Good luck with you.
Thank you.
All right, bro.
Appreciate you having me.